Welcome to Fearsome Top 5. I put together a list of 5 scary videos, and now what you're about to witness may just haunt you tonight. Number 1. TikTok user Cody has been experiencing things in his home that he just can't explain. At his lake house in the Jersey Pine Barrens, he can often sense a presence even when he's home alone. From feeling like someone just sat at the foot of his bed, to hearing voices coming from the basement. This house has a long history of weird activity, and with all hardwood floors, he can sometimes hear the sound of shoes running up the stairs and stopping right outside his bedroom door. Well, a couple years ago, Cody was in his room chatting with a friend online when he heard the sound of approaching footsteps. And after mentioning what he just experienced, his friend suggested setting up a camera. Taking his advice, Cody did just that, and 30 minutes later, he managed to catch this. While Cody was laying in bed, the window in his room slowly began to open on its own. Cody immediately noticed this activity, and although he looks relaxed in the video, he claims to have been frozen with fear. Now, whatever entity is in his home clearly likes to be noticed, but to avoid this situation from happening again, I recommend maybe locking the window, or just burning the house down. Number 2. A girl named Katie recently posted a video to TikTok that's caught a lot of people's attention. In 2019, Katie and 3 friends were driving up Viking Mountain in Tennessee, making their way towards the top where an abandoned ski resort is located. Well, according to Katie, she's that friend that's constantly on her phone taking videos, and that's exactly what she was doing throughout this drive through the woods. All these videos being saved to her Snapchat memories and completely forgotten about. Well, sometime later, while Katie was going through some of these old videos, she noticed something strange in a video from that night.
I saw a fucking deer in the county, they're under just
Got little video.
As Katie was recording a video on her phone, she accidentally caught this. Something appears to be running across the road ahead. After taking a closer look at this footage, I noticed it almost appears as if this thing jumps down from a tree before running off into the woods. Now, I can't tell if this is an apparition or possibly Bigfoot, so I'll let you decide. Number 3. Paranormal investigator Laura from the K&L Ghost Hunters YouTube channel recently traveled to the Red Lion Hotel to conduct an investigation. Located in Colchester, UK, this hotel was built in 1465 and has housed countless travelers over the years. Well, according to several guests who have stayed at this hotel, the ghost of a child can sometimes be seen lurking throughout the halls. The name and origin of this small boy are unknown, but this apparition has been caught on camera before. As they began their investigation, K&L were eager to see what they may catch. But little did they know that something would appear in the exact same spot that this photo was taken.
Remember the photo of the boy? We placed a camera facing this spot in the hopes of catching something. This camera records in 25-minute increments. We lost sound in this increment. The screen starts to go static, and then this.
As their static camera was left rolling, it managed to catch an apparition in the other room. A a small figure looks to lean forward and peer over at the camera through the glass in the door. Interestingly, this figure looks to be the size of a child and is most likely the child's spirit often seen in this hotel. Number 4. The ghost hunters behind the Paranormal Investigations Inc. YouTube channel set out to conduct an investigation at an old abandoned church that happens to be surrounded by a graveyard. Rumors over the years state that dark rituals took place at this church and were the reason it almost burned to the ground, and what's left of the church today is said to be extremely haunted. Well, as the guys began their investigation with a spirit box session, they managed to receive some pretty interesting answers.
And is it true that there's witchcraft associated with this church? Can you say my name again?
What is?
That just said my name.
Albion Church?
Sounded like it. Yeah. That was, wasn't it?
Oh.
The guys end up hearing the sound of church bells going off, which is quite literally impossible, as bells no longer exist at this church. And as the investigators continue to explore, things only get weirder.
Sorry about the swearing. Whoa, 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 whoa! No, that's not funny. I hope you caught that on camera then. I don't know if I caught it on camera. That's just not funny. That means someone's here. There's someone about. That is getting a bit scary now. I'd like to know where they are though, if they are riding.
See anyone in the car park?
No, there's no cars. I hope that did catch that.
As they made their way inside the church, a mysterious light can be seen, but there was nothing and no one that could have caused there to be light in that area. After enough strange activity, the guys decide to call it quits and end the investigation there. Well, it wasn't until after they uploaded the video that they noticed that they weren't exactly alone at the church. A dark figure looks to be peering around the corner of a doorway at the investigators, and as the camera turns in its direction, the figure quickly ducks back behind the wall. The investigators did not notice this figure at the time, but it looks like the figure definitely noticed them. Number 5. The Queen Mary is a retired ocean liner, infamous for the paranormal activity that takes place on board. This ship sailed its maiden voyage May 27, 1936, and after decades of travels, eventually found itself permanently docked in Long Beach, California. And since being docked, the reports of ghosts on board have continued to pile up. From accidental deaths to murders that have taken place on this ship, people speculate the activity could be one of these restless spirits. Well, recently, a paranormal investigator named Dee Dee from the Illusions from the Side of the Road YouTube channel set out to investigate the Queen Mary. And at one point during her stay, she managed to catch something on camera that is downright bone-chilling.
Was this door open? Okay. No, don't lock me in. Now I'm in the isolation ward. I have the door shut.
While Dee Dee and her husband were alone in the isolation ward, it turns out they weren't as alone as they thought. As she pans the camera to the left, a shadowy figure can be seen standing just a few feet away. And moments later, as she points the camera in the same direction, the figure is gone. Although Dee Dee did not see this figure at the time, there's no denying that she caught it on camera. And after watching this video, I think I may just postpone that cruise I was gonna go on. Thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. If you've ever caught anything creepy on camera, feel free to email it to fearsome top5business@gmail.com. As always, if you enjoy these creepy videos, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to see more videos like this.